Hi friends! In today's video, I'm excited to share another easy and natural way to care for your orchids at home. This method focuses on helping your orchid bounce back after blooming. If you haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button to support me and stay updated with more orchid care tips. Let's get started. First, we're going to use a spray bottle to gently mist the plant with clean water. This might seem like a simple step, but it's actually really important. Spraying the plant first helps to wake it up and refresh the leaves, especially if there's been dust or any buildup. It also gently rehydrates the surface of the leaves and roots, making them more receptive to any treatments or nutrients we'll be applying next. By doing this step at the beginning, we're preparing the plant to absorb what comes after more effectively. Think of it like giving your plant a splash of fresh energy before feeding it. It creates the perfect base for the nutrients to be absorbed evenly without shocking the plant, especially if it's been a bit dry. So, starting with a gentle mist of clean water is a small but powerful step in any care routine. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Use one aloe vera leaf. Cut the aloe vera into small pieces. Cutting it into smaller chunks helps expose more of the inner gel, which is where all the magic happens. Aloe vera is packed with natural vitamins, enzymes, amino acids, and hormones that support plant health. Put the chopped aloe vera pieces into a clean jar. Pour 500 milliliters of water. Stir the solution. Soak it for 30 minutes. Add 3 tablespoons of oats. Pour 500 milliliters of hot water. The heat will help release the nutrients locked inside the oats, allowing the beneficial minerals and vitamins to dissolve into the water. Stir the solution. Soak it for 1 hour. After about 30 minutes, we'll give the aloe vera solution a good stir. This helps mix the aloe gel evenly into the water, making sure all the nutrients are well distributed. Next, strain the mixture through a fine mesh strainer to get the most nutrient-rich liquid. This filtered solution is what we'll use directly on the plant. It's smooth, gentle, and full of beneficial compounds. Add a few drops of vitamin B1 to the mixture. 3 tablets of vitamin B1. Stir the solution. Let's let the solution rest for 15 minutes. Let's dilute the mixture with 500 milliliters of clean water. Stir the solution. Step 1. The first thing we'll do is gently wipe the leaves using this special nutrient-rich solution. This isn't just about cleaning the leaves. It's about feeding the plant important vitamins and minerals that it can absorb directly through its leaf surfaces. The solution contains aloe vera, vitamin B1, and essential minerals that each play an important role in keeping your orchid healthy and vibrant. Aloe vera is packed with enzymes and amino acids that help strengthen the leaf cells, making them more resilient to stress, environmental changes, and damage from pests. Vitamin B1 is especially helpful because it supports the plant's recovery from stress, whether that's from blooming, repotting, or changes in environment. It stimulates the roots to grow stronger and absorb more nutrients, which is critical for the orchid's overall health. The minerals in the solution like calcium, magnesium, and iron are key for chlorophyll production. That's why your leaves stay rich green and glossy, which means they're photosynthesizing efficiently. Doing this step in the early morning is really important. At this time, the plant is most ready to absorb nutrients, and cleaning off the leaves removes dust and debris that can block sunlight. When leaves are clean and healthy, the orchid can photosynthesize more effectively throughout the day, converting sunlight into energy that powers growth and flowering. When we wipe the top side of the leaves, it's not just about aesthetics. This surface often collects pests like red spider mites and scale insects, which feed on the plant's sap and weaken it over time. By regularly cleaning these pests off, we help prevent damage and keep the leaves strong. The underside of the leaves is just as crucial. This area is a favorite hiding spot for spider mites and aphids, and it also contains most of the plant's stomata, the tiny pores that control gas exchange. Keeping this side clean allows the plant to breathe better, regulate water loss, and take in carbon dioxide more efficiently. All of these processes are vital for the plant's health and its ability to produce lush foliage and flowers. I recommend doing this leaf wiping routine about 2 to 3 times a month. This frequency strikes the perfect balance between feeding the plant and preventing pests without overwhelming it. Over time, you'll notice your orchid's leaves become more vibrant. The roots grow stronger and the flower buds develop more fully. Step 2. Now, let's talk about using a spray bottle to mist your orchid with the nutrient solution. This method is really convenient, especially for those of you who have busy schedules but still want to keep your plants thriving without spending too much time on complicated care routines. When you use a spray bottle to apply a liquid fertilizer that's packed with vitamins and minerals, it becomes super easy for your orchid to absorb these nutrients directly through its leaves and roots. Unlike solid fertilizers that take time to break down in the soil or medium, liquid solutions get to work almost immediately. This fast absorption means your plant starts getting stronger and healthier right away. Spraying the plant regularly helps stimulate growth, encouraging the orchid to develop more robust leaves and, most importantly, to produce more flower spikes. You'll notice the flowers lasting longer and blooming more frequently, which is exactly what every orchid lover wants. The beauty of this method is that it's also very gentle on the plant. Since the nutrients are diluted in water, you won't risk overfeeding or burning your orchid like sometimes happens with chemical fertilizers. For best results, aim to spray your orchid about 2 to 3 times a month. This keeps a steady supply of nutrients flowing without overwhelming the plant. It's a simple routine that fits easily into your schedule. Another big plus of spraying with this nutrient-rich solution is its natural pest-fighting properties. Pests like spider mites, aphids, and scale insects can be a real headache for orchids. These tiny invaders suck the sap from leaves and stems, weakening your plant and sometimes causing disease. But when you regularly mist your orchid with this vitamin and mineral-rich spray, it helps strengthen the plant's natural defenses. Healthy plants are less likely to fall victim to pests and diseases. Spraying also helps wash away some of these pests physically, especially if you spray both the upper and lower surfaces of the leaves. The undersides of leaves are favorite hiding spots for many bugs, so make sure to mist there too. Remember, every orchid is a little different, so observe how your plant reacts to the sprays and adjust the frequency if needed. After soaking the oats for 1 hour, we'll give the solution a good stir to make sure everything is evenly mixed. Filter the solution through rails. Stir the solution. Method 3. We'll use the oat solution to water the plants directly. This liquid fertilizer, full of vitamins and minerals, is a great way to help your orchid grow stronger and bloom more beautifully. Because the nutrients are already dissolved in water, the plant can absorb them easily through its roots, which makes growth and flowering much more efficient. The beauty of this liquid fertilizer is that it's easy for the orchid to take in. Because the nutrients are already dissolved in water, the roots don't have to work hard to break anything down. They just soak up what they need. This means your orchid gets the nourishment it needs quickly, helping it grow stronger and healthier every day. Oats are rich in important nutrients like B vitamins, iron, magnesium, and zinc, all of which play key roles in supporting plant health. For example, B vitamins help the plant manage energy and develop new tissues, while iron is crucial for chlorophyll production, making leaves nice and green. Magnesium also helps with photosynthesis, the process that lets plants turn sunlight into energy. Zinc supports enzyme function and overall growth. When you water your orchid with this oat solution, you're giving the roots a real boost. Strong roots mean better water and nutrient uptake, which leads to bigger, healthier leaves and more vibrant flowers. Over time, you'll notice the orchid producing more flower spikes and blooms that last longer. Exactly what every orchid lover hopes for. When you care for your orchid using the oat solution regularly, the roots start to transform noticeably. They become a vibrant green color, which shows they're healthy and full of chlorophyll, a sign of active growth. The texture of the roots changes too. They firm up, feeling strong and sturdy rather than soft or mushy. This firmness means the roots are well hydrated and free from rot or disease. You'll also see new root tips emerging, pushing out in various directions, which means the plant is actively growing and expanding its root system. These roots are better able to absorb water and nutrients from the medium, fueling the plant's overall development. Strong, green roots are essential for the orchid's survival. They anchor the plant and act like the plant's lifeline, bringing in everything it needs to thrive. After using this oat-based watering method, the roots don't just look good. They function better, supporting healthier growth above ground as well. The flower spike is already getting ready to produce new buds, and it's looking strong and healthy. I'm confident that in just 2 to 3 weeks, those buds will open up into big, beautiful blooms. Hello everyone, welcome back to Blissful Garden. Today, I'm excited to share with you a simple but effective method to help your orchids grow strong and bloom brilliantly all year round. If you love orchids and want more natural care tips, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to support the channel. Let's get started. This is an orchid from my garden. I haven't pulled the weeds around it for a while, so they've started growing here. If your orchid has the same problem, those weeds might be stealing nutrients from your plant. The orchid leaves are very strong and vibrant green. If you try my method, you'll see the difference too. Prepare coffee powder. Coffee powder is great because it contains nutrients that can help improve the soil quality and support healthy orchid growth. Use 1 tablespoon of coffee powder. Pour 500 milliliters of hot water. Stir the solution. Soak it for 60 minutes. Now let's get some flour ready. Flour can actually be useful in gardening too. Use 3 tablespoons of flour. Pour 500 milliliters of warm water. Stir the solution. Soak the mixture until the water cools down completely. After letting the coffee sit for an hour, we'll stir it thoroughly to make sure all the flavors and nutrients are well mixed and ready to benefit the plant. Next, we'll strain the coffee liquid through a fine mesh or sieve to separate out the coffee grounds. This way, we get a smooth, clean liquid fertilizer without any solid bits that might clog or harm the plant during watering. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to support me and never miss any orchid care tips. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is use this coffee solution to gently wipe the orchid leaves. Now, why do we do this in the early morning? Well, that's because in the morning, the leaves still have some dew and moisture on them, which actually helps the plant absorb all those good vitamins and minerals from the coffee mixture better. It's kind of like when we drink something healthy on an empty stomach. It just gets absorbed more easily, right? So coffee isn't just for us. It's actually packed with some pretty amazing stuff for plants too. It has antioxidants, which help protect the leaves from damage. And it's got minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium. These are super important for the plant because they help the leaves stay green, strong, and healthy. When the leaves are green and full of life, that means the plant is doing well overall. When we wipe the top side of the leaves, it's not just about making them look nice and shiny. It's also really helpful because it removes little pests like red spider mites and aphids that love to hide on the leaf surface. Those pests can seriously hurt the plant if we let them stay, so wiping helps keep them away. And don't forget about the underside of the leaves. This part is even more important because that's where a lot of pests like to hide out and lay eggs. Plus, the undersides have the stomata, tiny pores that the plant uses to breathe and exchange gases. When we clean this area, it helps the stomata stay clear so the plant can breathe easier and do photosynthesis better. Plus, the vitamins and minerals from the coffee solution get absorbed right there, feeding the plant at a cellular level, making the leaves thicker, healthier, and more resistant to stress or diseases. Honestly, doing this regularly, I'd say about 2 to 3 times a month, can really boost your orchid's health. It helps the plant fight off pests naturally and also keeps the leaves in great condition, which is super important because healthy leaves mean a healthy root system underneath. And when both leaves and roots are strong, the orchid will be happier and bloom more beautifully. So yeah, wiping the leaves like this might seem like a small step, but it makes a huge difference in the long run. It's a simple way to feed your orchid nutrients directly while keeping it clean and pest-free. Give it a try, and you'll notice your orchid's leaves looking fresher, greener, and just more vibrant. Plus, your plant will be better prepared to grow new roots and produce flowers that last longer and look stunning. Okay, so now let's talk about the second way you can feed your orchid, using a spray bottle. This one's perfect if you're someone who's pretty busy or maybe just wants a quick and easy way to care for your plants without too much fuss. So here's the deal. You take your liquid fertilizer, which is packed with all those good vitamins and minerals your orchid needs, and put it into a spray bottle. Then, you gently mist the leaves and roots of your orchid with it. One important thing to remember, don't spray this fertilizer solution directly onto the flowers. While the leaves and roots can really benefit from the nutrients and moisture, spraying the blooms can actually harm them. The liquid might cause the petals to become damaged, discolored, or even develop spots. Why misting? Well, when you spray the nutrients directly onto the leaves and roots, the plant can absorb them super quickly. It's kind of like giving your orchid a refreshing drink plus a vitamin boost all at once. This helps the leaves turn greener, stronger, and overall just healthier. And the roots? They get the hydration and nutrients they need to grow long, thick, and robust. Plus, spraying like this has another bonus. It can help keep pests at bay. Things like spider mites, aphids, and mealybugs don't like when the leaves are damp and coated with these nutrients. It makes their environment less comfortable. So regular spraying can actually reduce pest problems without harsh chemicals. Now, how often should you do this? I'd say spraying about 2 to 3 times a month is just right. Too much moisture can cause problems like fungal growth, so it's about finding that balance. When you do it regularly, you're basically giving your orchid ongoing nourishment and pest protection. Also, spraying in the early morning is best. That way, the plant has all day to absorb everything and the leaves can dry before nighttime, which helps prevent any fungal issues. Plus, the morning light helps the orchid photosynthesize better, turning those nutrients into energy for growth and blooming. After soaking the flower for 60 minutes, let's take it out and stir it well to ensure everything is evenly mixed. Strain the solution through a sieve to remove any lumps and get a smooth, nutrient-rich liquid. Combine with coffee solution. Stir the solution. Now for method 3, we're going to use this liquid as a watering solution. This is probably one of the easiest and most effective ways to help your orchid absorb nutrients deeply, especially if you're consistent with it. So, what we're using here is a blend of coffee and flower extract. Watering the plant with this in the early morning really helps the orchid photosynthesize more efficiently, especially when the light is soft and the plant is just waking up. It's like giving it a fresh cup of energy to start the day. So let's talk about what this mixture actually does. The coffee provides small amounts of magnesium, potassium, and nitrogen, which are essential for leaf development and root function. Magnesium, for example, plays a key role in chlorophyll production, which is what gives your orchid those rich green leaves. The flour, on the other hand, adds a more subtle benefit. While it's not traditionally thought of as fertilizer, wheat flour contains trace amounts of phosphorus and zinc, which can stimulate root development and bud formation. These minerals gently nourish the root system and help create the right conditions for flower spikes to develop. I recommend you do this about 2 to 3 times a month. Don't overdo it, because too much flour can eventually lead to buildup or mold. And don't water the flowers directly with this solution. Just focus on the roots and leaves. Alright, now that we've finished soaking and cleaning our orchid, let's move on to a really important but often overlooked step: drying the plant. Yes, I know it sounds simple, but trust me, it makes a huge difference, especially if you want to prevent root rot or any fungal infections. So, what I'm doing here is using a soft, clean cloth, nothing too rough. Just something gentle enough so we don't damage the leaves or any newly emerging roots. You'll want to gently pat dry the entire plant. Start with the roots. Make sure you carefully press around them to soak up any water that may be sitting in crevices. Water that sits in those tight spaces, especially near cut roots, can lead to rot really quickly, so be thorough but gentle. Once you're done, just let the orchid sit in a shaded, airy spot for about 10 to 15 minutes to air dry any spots that still feel damp. Don't rush this. A completely dry base gives your orchid the best shot at settling into its new medium without risk of infection or stress. Alright, after soaking for about 20 minutes, it's time to take the plant out of the solution. By now, it should have absorbed enough of the nutrients, so we don't want to leave it in any longer. Let's gently remove it. Just be careful not to damage the roots or leaves while lifting it out. Look at these leaves now, so green and vibrant. You can really see the difference. They're no longer dull or limp. Instead, they look firm, healthy, and full of life. When the leaves turn this deep, rich green, it's a clear sign that the plant is absorbing nutrients well and actively photosynthesizing. Now let's take a look at the roots. They're looking amazing. You can see they've become plump, firm, and a healthy silvery green color. That silvery sheen is actually a sign of good hydration and active growth. When roots look like this, it means they're effectively taking in water and nutrients. Some of the new roots are even stretching out in different directions, searching for more space and moisture. That's exactly what we want to see. It shows the plant feels safe and strong enough to grow. And take a look at the leaves on this one, just beautiful. They're a vibrant, healthy green, full of life and strength. You can actually feel how firm and thick they are, which is a great sign that the plant is absorbing nutrients really well. And just look at the flowers. Those rich purple-blue blooms are absolutely stunning. They've opened up so fully, with vibrant, saturated color that really pops against the green leaves. Hello everyone, welcome back to Blissful Garden. Today, I'm excited to share with you a simple but effective method to help your orchids grow strong and bloom. brilliantly all year round, even after the flowers have faded. If you love orchids and want more natural care tips, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to support the channel. Let's get started. The orchid plant has lush, vibrant green leaves that are thick, healthy, and full of life. Each leaf appears glossy and smooth, spreading out gracefully from the stem, reflecting how well the plant is cared for. The rich green color suggests the orchid is thriving in its environment, receiving just the right amount of sunlight and moisture. However, the flowers have withered and faded in color, losing their once vibrant beauty. Some petals have started to curl and dry out, while dark spots have appeared, hinting at age or perhaps disease. We will cut off the flower stalk to allow the plant to conserve its energy and focus on growing healthier leaves and potentially producing new blooms in the future. We will gently mist the orchid's leaves with clean water using a spray bottle. This process helps to mimic the natural humidity of the orchid's native environment and serves an important biological function. It stimulates the opening of the plant's stomata. These are tiny pores found mainly on the underside of the leaves, which regulate gas exchange and water vapor release. When the stomata open in response to moisture, it creates an ideal condition for the plant to absorb nutrients more efficiently. That's why this step is done before applying fertilizer. Once the stomata are open, the plant can better take in the nutrients from the fertilizer through both its leaves and roots. This method not only boosts the plant's health, but also encourages faster recovery and stronger growth, especially after pruning or when the plant is transitioning out of its blooming phase. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to support me and never miss any orchid care tips. Use 1 potato. Cut into small pieces. Cutting the potatoes into small pieces makes it easier to mix them with water to create a nutrient solution for the orchids. Smaller pieces dissolve or break down more quickly, allowing the nutrients to release faster and be absorbed more effectively by the plants. Potatoes contain several nutrients that can be beneficial for orchids. They have natural starches, vitamins like vitamin C and some B vitamins, and minerals such as potassium and phosphorus. Potassium helps with overall plant health and stress resistance, while phosphorus supports strong root development and flowering. The starches can also act as a slow-release energy source for the plant's beneficial microbes in the soil or growing medium, helping create a healthier environment for the orchid to thrive. So, using potatoes in fertilizer solutions can give orchids a gentle boost of nutrients they need to grow well. Pour 500 milliliters of warm water. Soak it for 20 minutes. one aloe vera plant. Cut into small pieces. Cutting into small pieces helps speed up the process because smaller pieces break down more quickly, making it easier to mix with water or other ingredients. Pour 500 milliliters of hot water. Stir the solution. Soak it for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we will take out the aloe vera water and stir it well to make sure everything is mixed evenly. Filter the solution through rails. We will reuse the leftover aloe vera pulp to make fertilizer for other plants. It's really beneficial because it still contains nutrients that can help nourish and promote healthy growth. The first step is to gently wipe the orchid's leaves using this aloe vera solution. When you do this, the vitamins and minerals from the aloe penetrate the leaf surface directly, helping the leaves become healthier and more vibrant. Doing this early in the morning is ideal because at that time, the plant's ability to photosynthesize is at its peak. Clean leaves allow sunlight to reach the chlorophyll without obstruction, which means the plant can produce energy more efficiently. When you wipe the top side of the leaves, you're also removing tiny pests like red spider mites and aphids that often settle there. These pests can damage the plant by sucking out nutrients and causing stress. Cleaning them off prevents infestations and helps keep the plant healthy. On the underside of the leaves, where the stomata, the tiny pores responsible for gas exchange, are located, wiping helps keep these pores open and free from dust or pests. This ensures the orchid can breathe properly, exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide effectively, which is crucial for its metabolism and nutrient uptake. Aloe vera is packed with beneficial compounds. It contains vitamin C, which strengthens the plant's defense system against diseases and stress. Vitamin B1 is also present, which supports root development and helps the plant recover from damage or transplant shock. Additionally, minerals like potassium and magnesium play important roles. Potassium helps regulate the plant's water balance and enhances its ability to resist environmental stresses, while magnesium is essential for chlorophyll production and therefore for photosynthesis. So, wiping the leaves with aloe vera isn't just about making them look clean. It's a natural way to deliver vital nutrients directly to the plant, boosting its health and encouraging stronger growth and flowering. This simple care routine supports the orchid's overall vitality and helps it thrive in your home or garden. The second method involves using a spray bottle to mist the orchid with the aloe vera nutrient solution. This approach is especially great for those who have a busy schedule because it's quick, simple, and very effective. Instead of spending a lot of time on care, you just spray the leaves and roots lightly with this liquid fertilizer, which is packed with essential vitamins and minerals. Because the nutrients are in liquid form, the orchid can absorb them more easily through both the leaves and the roots. This helps the plant grow stronger and encourages it to produce flowers that last longer. The spray also works as a gentle pesticide. It helps reduce pests like spider mites and aphids, which are common problems for orchids and can weaken the plant if left untreated. It's best to apply this spray about 2 to 3 times a month to keep your orchid in top condition. Regular spraying not only nourishes the plant, but also creates a protective layer on the leaves that helps fend off pests naturally without harmful chemicals. Besides helping the leaves, the spray encourages healthier roots. When roots are strong and well-nourished, they can absorb more water and nutrients from the soil or growing medium. This leads to better overall health for the orchid and more vibrant, longer-lasting blooms. So, this method is a practical and efficient way to care for orchids, especially for people who want great results without spending too much time. After 20 minutes, we'll take out the potato water and stir it well to make sure everything is evenly mixed. Filter the solution through a fine mesh or cloth to remove any solid particles and get a clear liquid. We will combine it with aloe vera water to create a more nutrient-rich solution for the plants. The third method involves watering the orchid with a nutrient-rich solution made from both potatoes and aloe vera. This helps the plant absorb important vitamins and minerals directly through the roots, which is essential for keeping the leaves lush and green. Watering in the early morning is best because it gives the plant a full day to absorb nutrients and carry out photosynthesis efficiently. When you water this way, it also helps control pests like red spider mites and aphids, which commonly attack orchids. These tiny insects can weaken the plant by feeding on its sap, but the natural compounds in the potato and aloe solution help deter them gently and safely. Potatoes are rich in minerals such as potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium. Potassium plays a big role in regulating the plant's water balance and improving its resistance to environmental stress. Phosphorus is crucial for strong root development and encourages the orchid to bloom more abundantly. Magnesium is essential for producing chlorophyll, which helps the plant capture sunlight for energy. These minerals work together to keep the orchid healthy and vibrant. Soak it for 20 minutes. After waiting for about 20 minutes to let the nutrient solution fully absorb and work its magic, we'll take a soft cloth and gently dry the orchid's leaves and stems. This step is important because it removes any excess moisture that could otherwise create a breeding ground for mold or fungal infections. By softly patting the leaves dry, We also help prevent water from lingering in the crevices or around the roots, which keeps the plant healthy and happy. Plus, drying the leaves carefully ensures that the nutrients absorbed during the treatment stay inside the plant, giving it the best chance to thrive and bloom beautifully. The leaves look vibrant and full of life, with a rich, deep green color that shines softly under the light. They are thick and firm to the touch, showing no signs of wilting or damage. The surface of the leaves is smooth and slightly glossy, reflecting the plant's good health. Edges are clean and intact, without any brown tips or spots. Overall, the leaves appear strong and well-nourished, standing upright confidently as if the plant is bursting with energy. The roots are thick and fleshy, with a healthy pale green or white color that indicates they're well hydrated and vigorous. They spread out firmly through the growing medium, anchoring the plant securely while efficiently absorbing water and nutrients. The root tips look fresh and plump, without any signs of rot or dryness. Overall, the roots appear strong and resilient, supporting the orchid's growth and helping it produce beautiful blooms. That's all for today's lesson. If you found these tips helpful, please share them with your fellow orchid lovers, friends, and family. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and see you next time.